And we have what's called you have to have a threshold level injury. You have to have a serious impairment of body function in order you can get a dollar from the drunk driver. So drunk driver rear ends me. Oh man, my back is hurting. I'm laid up in the hospital, but I don't break any bones. I don't have surgery. Man, I go to the chiropractor 100 times. I'm off work a month. And they say, well, you have to prove that your injury shows up on a medical test. It affects an important body function and significantly affects your ability to live your life. So they say, what did you do before the crash? I just worked, drove my motorcycle a couple times a month. And they just like line up 100 things, you know, they line up 20 things that you normally did. And then they go, well, how are you now, 6 months later, 8 months later? I'm back to work. Can you do your job? Yeah. Do you ride a motorcycle? Yeah, instead of 10 times a month, I ride it 8 times a month. Well, this is pretty much the same. And they go through that list and they go, look, life before, life after, not enough life effect. We're throwing your case out of court, even though the drunk driver caused upheaval in your life, lots of pain and suffering, everything like that. So that's what you're talking about. So cases can be difficult, and you have to document them right. You have to make sure the person knows what's going on, so they're not posting on Facebook they're riding a motorcycle or snowmobiling and walking and water skiing and stuff like that. And if they're better, I hope everybody's better in 30 days and they don't need me. But no, everybody's different. So the law changed about 4 years ago where it used to be like this magical person, like it used to be like a person's life. Well, what's that? But they changed it to that specific person. So we look at if your life is, I have a friend that's a bicyclist. He bicycles every day, like literally 50 miles, and he does all the races and everything. That's his life. So if he can't do that, like that, I would make that the whole case. He can't do his lifelong passion. And I do that with my motorcycle clients. Man, my whole life was my motorcycle. It was my social life. I belonged to clubs. We would do philanthropic things. It would be my vacation. And we paint the whole picture of his whole life was motorcycling. And now that's out of it. So you have 3 years to file an injury lawsuit. And to figure out what life is affected, usually you gotta give the guy time to plateau, like get better, plateau out, so you know what you're dealing with. And then sometimes you do a demand and try to settle the case after 8 months, 6, 8 months, you know what's going on. Sometimes you file a lawsuit. So sometimes you're doing a deposition, they're asking all those questions a year later. People get better. You're gonna be some kind of better, right? So you have to figure out, and we have a method to really showcase